Hello everyone, Mr. Fungi64 here, welcome back. Super Mario Galaxy. Last time... Is it bad that I don't remember? Well, for me it's been almost a week since I have touched this game. For you lot, it's been 3 days. We finished Gusty Garden, it looks like, and no, maybe not. Maybe it was Freeze Flame. Freeze Flame. Yeah, I think it's coming back. Whew. For those who don't know, the past week I was spending time with my family, some family members who came down to visit from New York. And what a time it was. It's about a week's worth, so I recorded a lot in advance. What am I doing? I don't know. Oops. Oh, actually, I do need a tornado, that's right. Played a bunch of games, watched a lot of funny stuff on YouTube. So much happened. A lot of games that I've wanted to try for a while, or at least I thought looked interesting, but never got around to. Come on, we can land this. One of which being the Battletoads game that came out, I think, in 2020. It's supposed to be like a reboot of the series, and Battletoads is always a series that I've always wanted to try, but I never had a way to. Although more on that part later. Woo! Come on. And it was so much fun. Oh, it's such a good game. So good that I'm gonna have to look into it. Because I've been a fan of, like, Rare stuff for a while, but Battletoads is one of their franchises that I've never been able to give a chance. And man, have I been missing out. Now, it is the most modern one, so I'm sure it's probably the easiest one, because if there's anything I do know, those games are notorious for being on the difficult side. And there was still difficulty at certain sections. We didn't finish it, but we played a few levels, and it was so much fun. One that's a callback to an infamous level from the Battletoads games, that's being Turbo Tunnel, which is known for being like this side-scrolling auto-scroller thing. You have this hover bike, in the originals at least, it side-scrolls from left to right. But you have to dodge obstacles, but you're moving so fast it's tough to dodge. But this one, you're going towards the camera, and it still had tough moments, but man, with all the tough moments, all the deaths we had, it was still, we all had such a fun time with it. Oh, it was a blast. It's not the only game that we played that I've never touched before. The other one was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game. I can't remember. I think it's Shredder's Revenge. It's another newer one. It's a beat 'em up in the style of like Turtles in Time, which is a game I've seen footage of, but I've never been able to play myself. Another fun one. It wasn't all just beat 'em ups though, but those were the first few examples I gave. Woo! TMNT as a whole is something I never fully got into. I've watched some of the shows here and there, and I enjoy what I watch. It just never really stuck with me. But I know it has its fans, and I may not know much, but if it's on, or if I know someone who ever wants to watch it, because I'm trying to remember if I know anyone who's like a big fan. I know people who are like somewhat fans. I've watched more than I have, but I mean, hey, if it's on, I'll gladly watch it. Stuff's cool. Um, we also watched the Deadpool movies, which now when I was a kid, I never really fully got in. Oh, hold on. Never really fully got into superheroes of any kind, DC, Marvel, whatever. But in more recent times, I've been giving them a chance, and every time, it's usually a good experience somewhat. But those Deadpool movies are another level of fun. And I know the third one's coming out, and now that I'm prepared, you best believe I'm watching that third one. Maybe not when it comes out, I mean, I'll try, but if I can, I will. Trust me, I will. But that's not the only thing that happened while I was visiting, while the family was visiting. And apparently, so a few episodes back, I mentioned that I had a feeling that a Nintendo Direct was on its way. And lo and behold, sure enough there was. A pattern that I feel like most people have actually realized, but I just never fully realized. It was always in the back of my mind because I always got a feeling around the time, but I've explained that in the past. And sure enough, there was. Now, sure, it was a partner showcase. It was half the time of a normal Direct, but it was still, I'd say overall, a pretty good Direct. Not too many not too many games jumped out at me. But there were a few that I'm actually excited for, and I actually put their release dates on my calendar, on my phone, rather, so it'll remind me when they're out. A couple in particular being Another Crab's Treasure. Apparently it's like a Souls-like game, and I like the Souls games. Still gotta finish Dark Souls 3. Took a break from that for a while, because I was playing it for a long time, and I kind of burnt myself out on it. I only have myself to blame. Oh, I guess the lock-on doesn't work on Pokies. Oh, that's dangerous. Hello? Right. Not risking it. I will spin you away. But it's got like a neat art style, and this game and the other game I'm interested in. If you watch the Direct, since it's still quite recent by the time you're seeing this. Oh, hello. Forgot about you. They have a theme in common of water. How many star bits do you need again? Oh, just 20? Oh, piece of cake. Come on. Hello? Hungry Luma? Mind? Thanks, bud. I think the art style's cute. I like the focus on, like, crustaceans. Now they're sea... I don't know if it's just crustaceans. It kind of looked like it. But maybe there'll be other sea creatures that could be kind of cool. You trade out your shell because you play as a hermit crab, and it just looks fun. I doubt it'll be as difficult, but looks can be deceiving. Oh yeah, this one. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Just looks like such a lovely game. And the other one, with the ocean theme, I mean, it's even in the name, Endless Ocean, I think it's called. Which apparently, I believe, was on the Wii, or like this isn't the first game, and I kind of figured that at the very least, because it has, I forget the exact like subtitle. That's part of the main title. Like it's not just called Endless Oceans, Endless Ocean like Luminous or something. And it looks like it would be exactly what I've been looking for lately, and that's a relaxing kind of game where I could just like shut my brain off and have a fun time playing. I've been looking for a game like that, and nothing is exactly quite what I'm looking for whenever I find something similar. I'll talk about that later. I want to focus on the direct for a moment. But it looks like something right up my alley. Just whenever I'm bored but don't want to play something that requires too much focus. You know, ever have those moments? Maybe not. Where do I go? Oh, here's one. But not to say that the rest of it was garbage, but no, there was plenty of stuff that looks somewhat interesting, just not for me, maybe. Of course, once again, looks could be deceiving, and all that jazz. Uh-oh. This is safe, right? Yeah. Right. Like the Super Monkey Ball game that's coming out. I never really got into Super Monkey Ball, but if I'm at a friend's house and they happen to have it, sure, I'll play it. I've played the games before, and they're fun. It's just, oh, Luigi, don't do this to me. Okay. It's just, I feel like those types of games that you kind of play for like an hour, maybe 2 hours tops, and you don't really touch it. You don't really touch the game for a long time after you played it. I don't know, maybe that's just me. They're fun though. They're still fun when you do play them though. What's it called? It's made by it's the game, the yo-yo, the cute penguin creatures, and the neat art style by the Sonic Mania developers. Like Penny's Big Break or something. That game looks fun. I think it's already out, is it? I've seen people playing it, but I don't know if they have early access or if there's a demo I didn't hear about. Maybe it is already out. The trial galaxies are options. I think I'll save that for the end, just like I did with Mario's story. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're still golden. But that one looks fun. I'd like to give it a shot someday. The art style, I guess it makes sense since it's the development team behind Sonic Mania, who are clearly big Sonic fans, because it reminds me of a Sonic game's art style, but I can't quite put my finger, because I'm not a Sonic expert, and I can't quite place my finger on it. It's one of the more, like, niche games that people don't really talk about as much, but people know exist. I can't think of it right now, but the art style looks neat. Oh, there's so much you could talk about. So many good games. Another one that I thought looked pretty interesting was, I think it's called Pepper Grinder. Seems like a fast-paced kind of action platformy type thing, where you have this drill, and you use that as your method of movement for the most part, or for the entirety. I'm not entirely sure. I'm probably forgetting some other absolute bangers that were in that direct, but I gotta talk about the elephant in the room, and that's, oh my goodness. And that's the fact that Mother 3 was re-released in Japan, which I enjoy the Earthbound games a lot, and I don't clamor for Mother 3 as much as some people do, but I still, I still hope that one day, just maybe, we will get a localization, an official localization, because I have played the English fan translation, and man, that game's so good. But technically, through an exploit, apparently, you can technically play Mother 3 no matter where you live. I don't remember the full ins and outs. It involves making a new account, making sure its location is set to Japan, and then you have to have of course you have to have the online expansion pass. It's a whole thing. And of course, you know, the game's still gonna be in Japanese. It's not just gonna magically translate to whatever language you speak, but this is the closest we've gotten to an official worldwide release of Mother 3, and it wasn't even intentional. At least I don't think it was. And for Mother 3's, I think its 10th anniversary is coming up. So they're gonna start selling a bunch of stuff, including these really good looking plushes of some of the main characters, not all of them, but you know. And man, when those come out, and apparently, although the website is I forget the name of the website at the moment. It's a website ran by the creator of the series, I believe. I could be wrong. It's technically a Japanese website, but they do international shipping. So, if you're a fan and you don't, you know, live in Japan, you can still get your Mother 3 plushes, and I think they're selling other things too, like maybe some pins or stickers. I don't remember. I just remember I saw the plush and I was like, when? As far as I know, there is no when, as of now. But I'll do my best to keep tabs on it, because trust me when I say oh no. Luigi, you're killing me here. Well, you're killing you. I enjoy a good plush. I have my fair share. I wouldn't call myself like a collector. I don't know what I'd consider myself. I have a good amount, but I don't think I have that many. I think I have a good amount, you know. But those ones I'm definitely gonna look out for. Although I can, oh my goodness. Although if I know anything, the shipping's gonna be pricey. But I definitely look forward to trying to keep tabs on that. Man, we're one step closer. I'm telling you. Someday, I still believe. I don't know how much. I don't know how much I do believe fully, but there's still a part of me that believes that maybe, just maybe someday, we'll get Mother 3 outside of just Japan. Although, for as of right now, normally I wouldn't suggest this, but I feel like for a game that is region locked, I think, and is as old as it is, you know, 10 years really isn't that old in the grand scheme of things. For a game, in game years, that's pretty old. It sounds stupid saying game years, but you know it's true. It only takes about like 3 years for a game to become somewhat old. 10 years is ancient. Played a fan dub. It's really good. They've done a great job on it. If you haven't experienced that game or any of the games in the series, and if you know, don't want to have an emulator, then there are plenty of ways to play Earthbound and Earthbound Beginnings on Nintendo's more recent consoles. I recommend it full-heartedly. However, also, one last thing, The day you're watching this, apparently a Pokemon Presents came out. So next episode, I'll have something else to talk about. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what to expect with that, to be honest, because I'm recording it the day. I'm recording this the day before, but you're seeing this after it's already happened. I'm excited for that too. Before I learned that, I was going to just, do my thing, mass record. But no, I'm gonna specifically wait to record the next episode till tomorrow for me on Tuesday, just so I can have something else to talk about. Cause it's just fun. Rambling on. I don't know. I like to ramble. If it isn't completely obvious from everything I've done. But anywho, I'm out of time for this episode. Next time, Super Mario Galaxy will finish off Dusty Dune, and I guess the bedroom, because all we have left is the last level, a comet, and Bowser. Yeah. And then we move on to the engine room. That'll be fun. Next time. But until then, remember to stay positive, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.